All right, today we have a CP-SPC, a unitary like VAV, small unitary controller that we're going to go ahead and upgrade the firmware, and we're going to download the database that's associated with this heating ventilation unit right here. Here we have our CP-SPC controller right here, and right now the way I'm downloading to this device is through an MSTP converter. Normally with the plant controllers like the Honeywell CP-06A, I can communicate via Ethernet, but now I have to go from Ethernet to MSTP. And so I got power coming from something like a printer cable and the Ethernet connection right here, and the MSTP comes on a 2-wire small bus down to the RS-485 connection on the device itself. I try to do videos like this because my buddy, he always gives me a hard time about it, because sometimes you may need to look on YouTube to see how to find a solution for a problem that you're having in the field. I mean, I do it for many other things, but sometimes it's kind of hard to get specifications. So we're going to be specific with the comfort point and how to upgrade firmware, download the database on a brand new unitary VAV controller. So first of all, inside the CPU, we're going to go ahead and we're going to generate the binaries and send these to a folder, so when we go into the online tool, we can pull this database up, these binaries, and send it to the controller itself. Now, according to my drawings, I know that I'm on HVU CC01, so here we go. I made sure one of the first mistakes I made in the past was not verifying the MAC address. I think the last time I saw the MAC address was at an incompatible MAC address. So what I do is I set the MAC address as 01 and just make the device MAC address 1, download my software, and then I make the MAC address match according to the specified drawings or the design and engineer drawings. Alright, so here we go. Those bindings have been generated. Alright, so good. We're going to transfer it over to CP Open Online, my commissioning tool. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can discover some devices, see if all of my settings are right. And with this MSTP converter, you always got to make sure that your NIC card is on a subnet that matches the IP address associated with this device. So I usually go like 192.168.92.70, something of that nature. Alright, so okay, here we go. Let me do another discovery so you can see how the discovery process works. So we're going to disconnect, and we're going to pull in, go discover devices. So I only have 2 devices on this small network, my controller, and here we go. Alright, so we found the device. So now we're going to go ahead and pick controller. Firmware download, BACnet. And right now it's currently running version 2.0, and in order for me to download my database, I need to update this to 2.7. So here we go. The videos are getting better as time goes by, I can tell you that much. So this download, yes, pretty much. It's a new device, so we don't have much to worry about. This download should go fairly fast. Let's see what we got. If you don't have the right MAC address, the device won't download the firmware. It'll stop at about 20%. So while that's downloading, we'll review the steps. So basically, we made sure that the MAC address was set on the device. We make sure that we have communications. Always check your lights. If your MSTP isn't blinking, your Ethernet isn't blinking, 9 times out of 10 you don't have good communications with this contemporary controls BACnet to MSTP adapter. We're going. And they're going up. So I have a bunch of devices right now that have to be uploaded, so we're waiting on that. And as you can see, I got my power light, which is showing consistent power. Usually when it's blinking, it's saying that it's running properly according to the the install documents. And right now we got some receive and transmit going on the MSTP bus. All right. Right now we're waiting on all of my inputs and outputs to come inside this cabinet so that I can start to terminate and pretty much commission this HVU. All right, let's see where we are with the download. All right, we're at 36% right now. Wow, that's downloading. Do 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 do. If you want to use the bathroom or get a cup of coffee, right now is the time. Because I think I've already even reviewed it. You see my little slogan: no matter how bad it gets or how tough it gets, I'm going to make it. It's one of my Les Brown quotes. I like to listen to that guy. He's a real good guy to listen to in the morning to get your day started. He'll get you nice and wound up. I think we may end up having a 10-minute video. I gotta work on my editing, my video editing. But you know what? Now we at about 60%. Yeah, that's when you know things are going good. Maybe we can look at a little information. I was looking at some information about MAC addressing. So right now, I'm at a device instance number 1601. The acceptable range for this particular device is 1 to 30. So right now I'm using 16. The default that I got back from the manufacturer or whoever installed it, it was like 5.5, which would be considered an incompatible MAC address. It makes no sense because 5 and 1 is 21. Well, 5.5 probably wouldn't even, it doesn't even exist. It's just an incompatible MAC. But so that's pretty much it. And I love Honeywell stuff. I mean, I'm a Honeywell guy. That's where I got my start at. But I really like this stuff. Maybe later on we read a document about VAVs versus what do you call that? PLCs versus controllers. All right, here we at 99%. All right, we're back. All right, so I got one updated successfully. Okay, close that. Now, I've already generated the binaries, if you can remember. So I go down, download application. Let's go ahead and find those binaries. They're in a folder underneath my projects, inside my CPO software. All right, CPO, HVO. Oh, let's see. I did okay. Number 1, right there. Okay. And we're going to start. I can't tell you my password, but that's top secret. But and here we go. Let's see if you're down. She's downloading pretty good. Now, normally, if you can upgrade that firmware to match what's in the software, it will not. The versions won't allow you to do it. So now we're good to go. The device is going to disconnect, and I think when I reconnect, once the device reboots, I should be able to see the device. See if I can discover it. It may not be online right now. It still may be going through the process of rebooting. And there we go. That's how I like to check it. So I know I got it. Check my data points. All right, all of my inputs, my analog outputs. All right, my binary inputs. Database has been successfully loaded. So stay tuned for more videos. And I'll try to put a good label on it. All right, peace.